Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel Nifty Forecast. In this video, we will be talking about Bollinger Band's trading system. As a beginner, I'm sure you must have gone through various indicators available in the terminal, and every time you see something really colorful differently, you'll be really excited. Let me quickly get the Bollinger Bands in the chat. Yeah. So when I first time looked at Bollinger Bands, I was really crazy, and I thought, this is the system I should believe, and I should start working for minting money. All right, so let's quickly understand what is Bollinger Bands in 10 minutes. Right, so here we get to see a shaded area where we see three lines. One is always running on the top, one is always on the bottom, and the middle line. Right, so middle line, do we get to see what is it here? No, but the middle line is a moving average, ideally a 20 period moving average. All right, it is just a moving average. So no jazz, nothing like rocket science. On the top there is a 2 standard deviation line, right? I hope most of you know what is 2 standard deviation, but in case if you don't know, I would quickly give you a brief, not a very detailed explanation on 2SD. I will try to make you understand in layman's term. Let us say there is a mango that we can buy at 50 rupees in generally, but looking at the quality of the mango, there is something that you will always be ready to pay as premium. Like, for this quality of mango, you can afford a maximum of 70 rupees, right? So that is the maximum limit that, you think you can pay for that particular mango quality, right? So that is one standard deviation. How much long a given stock can go considering the current situation. All right, considering the situation or various factors is very important here while trying to understand 1SD or 2SD. So this line, okay, this line on the top is talking about the 2 standard deviation on the upside, and the line below the mean, that is 20-day moving average, is talking about the 2 standard deviation below the trading price. So that's a little about the three different lines that we get to see here. Okay, all right, so what is all about these three lines and how do we get to trade with these three lines? Okay, so there is something in the very layman's term, and there is something in the very advanced traders terms on the Bollinger Bands. So the general assumption that most accepted definition, or most people think, is that once the price touches the 2 standard deviation line, okay, the price has to fall like this. This is what generally people assume, but that is not the fact. All right, like just we discussed earlier, you are ready to pay a premium for that mango, a 20 rupees more than the normal price. Means what? That quality of mango deserves more. Very simple as that, right? I mean, if the quality of the mango is not really more, and if the quality is worse, will you be paying even 50 rupees? No, right? You'll be talking about anywhere between 30 rupees or 40 rupees, right? So in the same way, if you look at the price, if the price is trading anywhere close to 2 standard deviation, that means the goodwill of this particular stock is going really high. And if the goodwill of the stock is going high and price is going high, what does it mean? Does it come back? I mean, what's the point in talking about a reversal, right? So it doesn't actually work like that. So you, as an informed trader or a well planned trader, you should always look for a long opportunities when the price is trading at the upper Bollinger Band. This is the upper Bollinger Band, lower Bollinger Band, and this is the mean, right? So that's a quick overview of how to use the Bollinger Band. But you might as well ask me, now that this price is being trading with the 2 SD line, I mean the upper Bollinger Band, and the price has come down, right? So in this case, how do you handle this situation? So if you ask me, let us say you must have traded anywhere, started trading here. Okay, we are currently looking at the Infi daily chart. Okay, so in case you must have taken a trade when the price touched the line here, you must have exited when the price closed below the mean line, right? And in the same way, again, you must have taken a trade here, and see, this is the range that you must have traded, 1154 to, again, you will exit only when the price drops here, right? So this is in general terms. Okay, but if you ask me, as a very informed or a well planned trader, what I would suggest is, do not use any one particular indicator as a final indicator. You have to use confluence. Okay, so you can get any other indicator in place. For that matter, you can get RSI in place. Okay, and as already discussed, the volumes is the very important factor. I mean, whenever you see volumes like this and the price going at 2 SD, 2 upper Bollinger Band, you should then be looking for a long trade, right? And this is one particular parameter I wanted to tell you. And second thing is, you should always look for the Bollinger Band squeeze, where there is a very narrow lines. I mean, between the upper Bollinger Band and the lower Bollinger Band, there is a very less distance, right? You get to see this very less distance. This is something called as squeeze. That means the trading has been very low volatile. Low volatility means the trading is going in a range. Okay, what happens generally if any stock trades in range? That means it is either consolidation or distribution, right? So what happens immediately after consolidation or distribution? The price moves in, takes one direction, right? That's about it. There is no two ways about it. After accumulation or distribution, there has to be another good decent move, right? So check how it is going. I mean, the price is trading at the lower Bollinger Band. It continued to trade down, and the moment it has got volumes here, it has started taking the upper Bollinger Band. Okay, yeah. So like we have already discussed, so there is a confluence of indicators that you need to use for taking any particular trade. Okay, here you get to see a trend line also, right? So what does this trend line say? Here here we get to see that the trend line has been broken, and it has tested it and trading above the trend line. That means the bearish trend is over, and maybe there is a bullish trend here, and that is the reason we are able to see a price trading above this trend line. Okay, so you have to consider all these parameters. Now that it is not in a bearish trend, we got to know something from the trend line, right? Now that this is not in a bearish trend and it is in a bullish trend, we have to look for a trade where you can go long, not going short, right? You look at the volumes, you look at RSI, you also look at the trend lines. So these are bare minimal indicators that you need to look for while taking a trade. So all this we are discussing about a positional view. Okay, in this beginner series of trading systems, we will be talking about positional views only, not intraday or a short term perspective. All right, yeah. So very importantly, what you should consider, confluence of other indicators as well, like RSI or anchored VWAP for that matter, or trend lines, or a moving average also is a bare minimal thing. Okay, and the second thing, squeeze, Bollinger Band squeeze. That means the price is either accumulating or distributing, and there is gonna be a very good move coming in the market. That's it. Yeah. So that's a little about it. I am telling you not to trade much into futures and options if you are a starter, and I request you to always do averaging wherever required, and you should exit the trade in positive zone, that is green. All right, so that's a quick information on Bollinger Band's trading system for you all. And in case you like the content of the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and share it among your traders fraternity that this channel is very informative, and we all can learn and grow together. Yeah. Thank you so much for spending your time on this video. Have a great trading time ahead. Bye bye.